Good morning on January the, what is it today? Is it the 9th? I think it's the 9th. Let me check. Yes, January 9th. It's my niece's birthday. And we had a very, very cold day yesterday. Didn't get out of the 20s. Well, that was cold for us. And today it's going to be a little bit warmer, so hopefully Avery and I will be out for a better walk. But I just thought I'd do a little check-in here while I made my tea this morning. Usually in the morning I'll get up and I'll do, have my shower and get up and then get dressed and take Avery out back, and then she gets her breakfast, and then I go up and do my meditation and that sort of thing. And then this morning I got a fire downstairs going. I'll show you downstairs in a minute. And I had my little bit of pomegranate juice in a big glass of water, and then I put my tinctures for the day in that, or for the morning. And now I make my indulgence for the day, which is my caffeine. I have my morning indulgence is a cup of something caffeinated, usually tea. And my indulgence for the evening might be a cocktail or some wine or beer, not necessarily every day. So today, yesterday I had my Baba Yaga's blend tea, which is about 2/3 Lapsang Souchong, and then a 1/6 and a black ancient forest tea that I get from Mountain Rose, and a 1/6 and a Som. And I'm almost out of it. I keep it in my Kokloma canister that I got from on eBay. It's these are made in Russia. And they're, I believe it's birchwood underneath, and then there's a special way that they do this kind of glaze or enamel, and it's actually not gold, it's like an aluminum or something, but when they heat it, it turns gold. But anyway, I have a few Kokloma ware. A couple I got at a little antique store that were actually very cheap. I have these 2 canisters, but anyway, so that's my Baba Yaga's blend. But today I went up to a tea place at some fancy shopping center just up the road from me called Stony Point Fashion Park. And they have I think it's called Tevana. I don't really like to get my teas from those commercial places just because I think they way overcharge you. But I haven't gotten to the local independent tea shop. Usually I order from Upton online, but I haven't done it for a while. But anyway, I got a couple of Earl Greys, and this one's called an Earl Grey cream, and it has, I think she said marigold in it or something. It's actually really good. So I'm going to make myself a pot of that this morning. It actually ends up being just like a large cup. But so I'll have, if I have green tea, I should have green tea more often. I don't know why I don't, but I like it. There's something comforting about the milk and honey I put in my black tea. But I do have some nice greens as well. So, just going to wait for that water to boil. And while I'm waiting for the water to boil, I thought I'd show you the house Christmasified. But I did leave some lights up. I've left my little star lights up. I took the little like cranberry or berry garland down, and I've left those up. Of course, my little Baba Yaga stays all year long on our candle. I light that in the morning. But everything else is down. It's all plain now, but I don't know. I like the space. I left these lights, or I put these lights back up. I had chili lights there, and I took those down, and I just thought the white lights on the cabinet there would look really nice. And I brought in some of my plants, my aloe, and a couple others I've been overwintering, some ashwagandha and some sea buckthorn, because it was getting so cold outside. I mean, even on the porch. Let me see if I can show you. I took out my Christmas tree holder, and there was some, I mean, this is frozen solid, the ice that was left in there. So looks like we're going to get a little bit of sunshine. It was sunny yesterday, but it was just so cold. So the Christmas tree's gone. I actually want to get a little table for there, but I haven't done it yet. But I brought the rocker up since I got the other chairs for upstairs and the basement. A friend gave me that for Christmas. Isn't it cute? He said it reminded him of my house. So my gardener came and put down some good soil and compost on my beds. There are some crocuses down there that are trying to come up. I did see some daffodils starting to push through, but mostly everything's pretty dead. My St. John's wort and motherwort and valerian out there are just, they've all been frostbit, but I'm not cutting anything back yet. I'm just leaving it on there. And as well out here I have, you know, so the sages are hanging on, as well as the thyme and the oregano, but everything's pretty wilty because of all the frost. But I don't want to cut anything back. I just want to leave it. And then when I start seeing new growth, or a little bit further on in the winter, after, you know, the frosts or the cold is, you know, a little bit more, just, what am I trying to say here? When things start to get warmer, maybe before things leaf out, but just cut back some of the dead stuff then. So that's that. So everything's, you know, kind of just whatever. I got to get a piece of artwork for there and put some artwork over there. But anyway, I think the water's about to boil for the tea. So tea's all made. And I'm going to head downstairs. Let me see if I can do this without spilling the tea. So not a whole lot has changed down here. There's Avery. Say hi, everyone. I have no idea what you're talking about. So there's my book I showed on Facebook that I got for a birthday present from a friend. It's actually very academic, but it's interesting. It's going over the political climate in Europe, and particularly Poland at that time. So this is my work table, which mostly has stuff from my new camera, which I've been using every day and posting pictures to my blog, just kind of getting familiar with the camera. And I'm working on a coral hand-knotted necklace here. I got the coral beads at a bead show or whatever, and so I just needed a few extra spacers at the end, so I used some rose quartz there. And yeah, I did another necklace with this this is Baltic Sea Amber. But anyway, so this is my work table. Maybe I've already shown it. So today I want to work on getting these old prints into that box, because the humidity in the summer isn't good for them, so I want to get some desiccant as well to keep in there. And there's just for my working prints. I've probably already shown this before, but I had lights up here at Christmas. I took those down, but I put one of the little sets just right here. That's another Saraswati I have there, and a Daruma, and that's a little picture of Avery. And my computer set up, and that's the new camera. It doesn't look a whole lot different than my old camera, but oh, look at the sun's coming out. Oh, how pretty. And my work table, which I gotta clean the workspaces up so I actually do some work. And then I took down some lights, and I had like some branches, evergreen branches in here for Christmas, but now it's still got the same cloth for winter, but it's another place where I left one of the strands of lights, and then I left that strand there. And this is a very cool calendar that my son got me for Christmas. It's a moon phase calendar for the year, which I thought was very cool. It's going well so far. This is just, you're seeing a little bit of my morning daily routine. Well, you didn't see the meditation and shower and everything. But this winter, this has been kind of what I do. I just sit and kind of have my tea. I might check on Facebook in the morning and take some Instagram pictures of Avery, because she will frequently climb up in the chair here with me, but she's just not doing that right now. Are you, Avery? She's content on her bed right now. But I bring the wood in every day. I'll carry in a load of wood, well, actually a few loads, because I can't get it all at once. And it's not seasoned wood, so I try to keep it close enough to the stove so that it dries out a little bit from the warmth and the heat. Well, that's being redundant. from the dry warmth from the radiant heat from the stove. And I think the stove it doesn't necessarily heat the upstairs, but I think it moderates the temperature in the house so that my furnace doesn't work as hard. And in fact, I used a lot less fuel than I thought I had, because I have this oil furnace, but which I would like to get rid of, but I haven't done it yet. It still works efficiently. Heating oil is cheap this year, but you know. So anyway, I keep my thermostat fairly low, pretty low at night, fairly low during the day, but I'll warm up this room because this is where I spend a lot of my time on the computer and reading and doing different things during the day when I'm in and out. So it's worked out pretty well. I'm so happy that I got that wood stove. It's so much more efficient than a fireplace, where all the heat is just kind of lost up the chimney. It works great. And I didn't think I would like the freestanding one. I thought I wanted an insert, but the inserts cost twice as much, and they have to use electricity for a blower. It's not, it's not really radiant the way the freestanding ones are. So that worked out. The lady definitely steered me in the right direction. So the New Year's going okay. I had my birthday, and I'm 56 now, and it's kind of a, I've been working with Jackie on my astrology, which has been very helpful. It gives me a lot of guidance anyway. I work with the cards a little bit, but the cards don't resonate with me the same way that the astrology does. I think it's just because I'm not as familiar, and everything is just so detailed. There's just so much there. So I'm trying to blog every day as much as I can, and work with the new camera, getting some ideas about livelihood, still working with that. I've got to talk to this person who wanted me to do a pinhole workshop in the fall and see if we're still, if that's still a go, and I need to get like a lesson plan to her and stuff, so I have to find my old workshop plans from the workshops that I've taken in the past. And thinking about the garden a lot. It's all ready for planting now that the soil and the compost are down. I just have to, let things warm up. There's a lot more light in the yard right now. Amazingly more light when the trees don't have their leaves. So when they do leaf out, I have a lot more shade to have to work with, but I want to get everything around the outside patio up and out of the ground there so that I can use that kind of as my kitchen garden. Maybe not necessarily the warmer, the stuff that needs more sun may need to go out front, like any kind of the cucurbits and the nightshades may need to go out front. But all the greens and anything root oriented could go in around the patio. So, but I have to get some azaleas out of there and some other things. So anyway, so this is the time of year for planning. I'm doing a little bit better disengaging from my old life. The holidays were extremely difficult as far as that goes, and I keep wanting to go back, you know, to that framework, to that marriage, and it's better. I'm better now into the new year. Maybe it's the new year energy, I don't know, but I'm getting more used to the idea of living alone, and you know, there are people that I know that they love to live alone. They say it's great, and it's just so unfamiliar to me. But I know that it is something that it's a critical life lesson for me that I haven't learned yet, that I didn't learn when I was younger. And it has a lot to do with giving to myself and indulging my own desires in life and what I think is important, and that what I think is important, and it doesn't have to be like with another person. So there's all that, and I need to start creating art. I mean, actually physically creating it, which reminds me I need to go pick up some negatives. I haven't had any negatives for a while. I've just been posting digital images, which are fine, but I like my film. And I have a lot of film that I have to process. But anyway, I'm starting to think along those lines. For me, the fact that I'm actually, excuse me, because my skin is so dry. Oh my God, I keep trying to put coconut oil on it, but sitting by this wood stove doesn't help. Sorry. Anyway, that's why I'm kind of fidgety. But I've been thinking, the fact that I'm actually thinking about making artwork again is a good thing, because I have didn't even want to think about it. Of course, my expression in my house is part of my artwork too, so it's not like I haven't been doing anything. Anyway, that's about it for now. I'm gonna get this done and posted and get on with my day, and I hope you have a good day. And let's see, the weekend is just ahead too, so I hope you have a good weekend as well. All right, take care. Bye.